is a solution to one of the homework problems from section 4.3. This is a definite integral, so we're going to use the fundamental theorem of calculus, and that means that we need to first find an antiderivative of the function that's being integrated. And we know that before we can do that, we want to rewrite it so that it looks like numbers times powers of x. So let's just take a second to rewrite this as the integral from 1 to 16. Instead of the square root of x, we'll write x to the 1/2 power, and of course minus 2 is fine. So that's the same problem, that's just a rewrite. And now we can do the power rule because we have x to the 1/2 power here. To find the antiderivative, we bump the power up by 1, so the new power will be 3/2. And in order to complete the problem, we need to put in front the reciprocal of that new power. So remember, the power rule says that we take the old power, we bump it up by 1, and then we put out in front the reciprocal of that new power. And then the antiderivative of 2 is just 2x. So this is our antiderivative. It's very easy to stop at that point and check by taking the derivative and seeing if it really is equal to that thing we started with. But now that we know that it's right, we're going to evaluate that from 1 to 16. And so this will be 2/3 times 16 to the 3/2 minus 2 times 16 is 32. I'm going to subtract. Oops, I lost my, sorry, the 2/3 is here. And then subtract 2/3 times 1 to the 3/2 minus 2 times 1. So this is what it will look like. So the only thing I need to do is figure out what these things to the 3/2 power are. 1 to the 3/2 power is just 1. But 16 to the 3/2 power might be what's tripping you up, because when we put this in a calculator, we want to make sure that it's 16 to the entire power 3/2, and on a calculator, there's no way to indicate that except by putting parentheses around the power. So if you ask for what 16 to the 3/2 power is, you'll find that that's equal to 64. So that's a nice whole number. So this is, down here, this is 2/3 of 64. So 2/3 of 64 is 128/3. So I'll have 128/3 minus 32 minus 2/3 minus 2. And the reason I leave them that way is because I know that I'm going to combine these. I have some number of thirds and some number of thirds. So this is 128/3 minus 2/3 is 126/3. And then I have minus 32 and, oops. Well, I didn't mean to mark that out. I meant to highlight it. But minus 32 minus negative 2. So minus 32 plus 2 is minus 30. So 126/3 minus 30. Now 126/3, if you do it in a calculator, that's 42. 42 minus 30 is 12. So that's where the number 12 is coming from in the answer to the problem.